Good afternoon, students. My name is Mr. Jacob Anubimsera. It's time for business studies. Our topic is determining the net worth of a business, and our subtopic today, which is the second one, is the bookkeeping equation. Our lesson objectives are, by the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to calculate capital for business using the bookkeeping equation. The resources or assets of business have two sources, that is, the owner and the outsiders. The owner is what we call the internal sources. So when one wants to start a business, especially a smaller one, he will take money from his pocket, which is cash, and put into the business as capital. He will also take money from the bank and put into his business. He can also take, for instance, if he's operating a kiosk, vegetables from his farm and use it as stock. Can also, for instance, take milk from his farm and use it as capital. In such a situation, capital is equals to assets, that is, C is equals to A. But as a business grows, there is more demand of capital to be put into the business. In such a case, he will seek for external sources, that is, from outsiders. And when that happens, we shall have a new equation of assets is equals to capital plus liabilities. And this is what gives us the bookkeeping equation. The bookkeeping equation is also called the accounting equation or the balance sheet equation. It is represented in three ways, whereby we have capital is equals to assets minus liabilities, or liabilities is equals to assets minus capital, or assets is equals to capital plus liabilities. We can illustrate this using example 1, where it reads, Mutai's shop had the following assets and liabilities as at 31st December 2015. He had cash 5,000, cash at bank 20,000, stock 25,000, debtors 7,000, furniture 6,000, creditors 10,000, loan from bank 13,000. Determine his capital. In such a scenario, we shall first find the total assets. Here we have cash is equal to 5,000, bank 20,000, stock 25,000, debtors 7,000, furniture 6,000. Total asset is equals to 63,000. We shall also determine the total liabilities. Creditors 10,000, bank loan 13,000. Total is equals to 23,000. Using the balance sheet equation, in such a case, we shall determine capital, where capital will be equal to total assets minus liabilities. So in this scenario, we shall have capital is equals to 63,000 minus 23,000. This one will give us capital is equals to 40,000. Now, after this example one, I shall give you classwork whereby you are required to use the balance sheet equation to fill in the spaces left under. Remember, the balance sheet equation is also called the bookkeeping equation. In scenario A, we are supposed to find capital. Liabilities are 10,000 shillings, and then assets 36,000 shillings. In scenario B, we have capital 7,000, liabilities 16,500. You are required to find assets. In scenario C, we have capital 6,000, assets 900. So you require to find liabilities. So how shall we find capital in scenario A? We have capital in scenario A. We have the balance sheet equation. Assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. So in scenario A, we have capital is equals to assets minus liabilities. So we shall get capital is equal to 36,000 minus 10,000. Capital is equal to Kenya shillings 26,000. In scenario B, we shall require to look for assets. Assets equals to capital plus liabilities. Assets equals to 7,000 plus 60,500. So total assets equals to 23,500 shillings. In scenario C, we require to find liabilities. So we have liabilities equal to A minus C. So liabilities, that is 900 shillings minus 600 shillings. So liability equals to Kenya shillings 300 shillings. Now this one is illustrated in the table below. You can see the spaces provided for have been filled. Now our homework activity is from Inventor Book 3, page 101, number 7. Use the balance sheet equation to fill in the missing figures in the schedule below. We have in scenario A, we require to find total liabilities. In scenario B, we require to find capital. In scenario C, we require to find assets using the balance sheet equation. Scenario D, we require to find capital. In scenario E, you require to find liabilities. And in scenario F, you require to find total assets. Now, this one brings us to the end of this lesson. Our next lesson will be the balance sheet.